Picture this, you wake up at dawn with that unmistakable post-game glow, heart-racing pulse still pounding, you feel invincible. But then as you stretch and reach for your coffee mug, you realize your energy tank is emptier than a deflated pool toy. No bounce, no pep. Not even the faintest whisper of that midnight momentum. Sound familiar? Tonight we're about to flip the script. I'm Dr. Henry Carter, and I've spent decades helping men turn just okay evenings into legendary nights. But here's the kicker, the secret isn't buried in some exotic potion or a midnight workout, it's hiding in plain sight right in your kitchen. In the next few minutes, I'll introduce you to a bedtime snack so simple, so delicious, you'll wonder why nobody told you about it sooner. Think of it as the ultimate late-night power move, one bite, and your body starts revving up like a finely tuned engine, ready to go the distance. No gimmicks, no flashy machines. Just a little culinary hack that taps into your body's natural stamina systems, and yes, we'll even share a laugh or two along the way. So if you're tired of apologizing for falling flat, or you're ready to reclaim your confidence between the sheets, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to swap that bone-dry morning aftermath for an encore-worthy performance night after night. Let's get started. Before we dive into the delicious details, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Henry Carter, men's health specialist, night owl snack enthusiast, and occasional victim of my own midnight cravings. Over the last 3 decades, I've guided thousands of men from meh to marathon man, and trust me, I've tried just about every late-night trick in the book, some more enlightening than others. There was that time I believed a pint of Rocky Road would boost my performance. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Instead, I ended up practicing my moonwalk solo in the kitchen, asking the refrigerator door for applause. Lesson learned, snacks matter, but not all snacks are created equal. I've spent years studying the science behind stamina, working with leading researchers to understand how tiny molecules like nitric oxide can supercharge blood flow and in turn your confidence in the bedroom. My clinic's whiteboard has seen diagrams of garden hoses, chemical pathways, and yes, more than a few doodles of bouncing basketballs representing, well, life's more intimate rebounds. My mission is simple: take complex research and translate it into real-world solutions you can use tonight. No journals, no PhD required. You don't need to overhaul your diet or learn gourmet cooking. All you need is an open mind, a craving for something tasty, and a willingness to swap that sugary snack for one that plays by your body's own rules. So what makes me qualified to guide you? Aside from my extensive training and a slightly embarrassing number of midnight fridge raids, I've witnessed transformations that border on miraculous. Men coming in exhausted and defeated, then leaving with renewed vigor and a spring in their step, both in the hallways of my clinic and the sheets of their own bedrooms. And while I've got plenty of clinical credentials hanging on the wall, the real proof is in the results. That's why tonight you're not just watching another health video, you're stepping into a proven science-backed protocol designed to keep you performing at your peak. Ready to meet the star of the show, our ultimate bedtime snack? Trust me, it's a far cry from ice cream and chips. Stay tuned because this little treat is about to become your new best friend, alongside me, of course. Let's move on. The hidden stamina crisis. There's a silent epidemic sweeping bedrooms across the globe. And no, it's not a new streaming service keeping you up. It's the hidden stamina crisis nights that fizzle out before they even get started, leaving you scrambling for excuses like, I was just, stretching. You see it time and again, good intentions at dinner, a promising spark in the evening, and then crickets. Confidence plummets. Conversations get awkward, and suddenly you're explaining how stress or that weird taco is to blame. Meanwhile, your partner is left wondering if you've hit the snooze button mid-act. It's not just about performance, it's about pride. The disappointment builds up night after night until you start avoiding the topic altogether. You dodge invitations, turn off the lights early, or blame work fatigue, anything to cover the fact that you're running on empty. But here's the twist. This isn't a problem that only affects the seasoned marathoners of passion. Younger guys, older guys, weekend warriors, and night owl romantics, all of us can hit that wall. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because most of us overlook a critical factor: what happens in the hours leading up to bedtime. Imagine your body like a sports car. You wouldn't race on an empty tank or with the parking brake on right. Yet every night, millions of men feed their engine the wrong fuel or let metabolic brakes engage, slowing everything to a crawl just when they need maximum horsepower. Dietary culprits range from sugar-laden desserts that send your energy soaring and crashing to heavy, greasy meals that demand all your blood flow for digestion. In both cases, the resources your body needs for peak performance are being rerouted elsewhere, kind of like sending all your stormtroopers to the cantina instead of the battlefield. And while supplements and quick fixes flood the market, most address symptoms rather than root causes. You might get a temporary boost, but without fixing the underlying metabolic misfires, you'll be back to square one by breakfast. So what's the real issue? It comes down to blood flow, nervous system, balance, and cellular energy reserves, all of which are directly influenced by what you eat and when you eat it. Ignore that, and you'll stay stuck in the same frustrating cycle. But don't worry, that cycle ends tonight. We're about to pinpoint the precise bedtime snack that flips that internal switch, dialing up your stamina at just the right moment. No more ghosting your own potential, just pure sustained power when it counts most. Let's uncover the science behind snacks and why timing is everything. Why dinner isn't enough. Let's face it, most of us treat dinner like a finish line instead of a starting block. We sit down to a plate piled high with pasta, steak, and maybe a glass of wine, thinking we've hit our nutritional jackpot. But here's the catch: that hearty meal you just conquered is also the very thing that could sabotage your evening stamina. When you feast on heavy carbs and rich fats, your body shifts into full-on digest mode. Blood floods your stomach and intestines to break down all those calories, leaving far less circulation available for the fun stuff. It's like directing all the traffic in a city through one highway and then wondering why the side streets are deserted. Spoiler, they're stuck in a jam, and it doesn't stop there. High glycemic foods, think white rice, white bread, sugary sauces, cause a roller coaster ride of blood sugar spikes and crashes. First, you get a rush of energy that makes you feel invincible. Next thing you know, you're slumping in your chair, reaching for another handful of fries just to stay awake. Not exactly prime conditions for a late-night performance review. Even lean proteins and veggies can be culprits if consumed in large quantities right before lights out. Digesting protein is like running a marathon for your stomach. Lots of effort, lots of blood flow, and not much left over for, let's call it the after-dinner dash. Meanwhile, fibrous veggies can trigger bloating or gas if your gut bacteria aren't accustomed. Utterly romantic, isn't it? Here's a simple metaphor. Imagine you're hosting a party with two events, one in the dining room and one in the bedroom. If all your guests crowd into the dining room, there's nobody left to mingle in the bedroom. You need to balance the guest list so both events thrive. That's why timing and composition of your pre-bed fuel matter as much as the fuel itself. Now you might wonder, why not just eat dinner earlier? Sure, an early dinner helps, but most schedules don't allow a 3-hour window before bedtime. Work meetings, family dinners, Netflix marathons, they have their own timelines. What we need is a targeted small snack that picks up where dinner leaves off. No sluggishness, no crash, just pure prep for peak performance. Remember, stamina isn't a switch you flip once, it's a series of micro adjustments in your body's blood flow, energy production, and nervous system readiness. Dinner lays the groundwork, but it rarely puts the finishing touches on your body's performance blueprint. So if you've been relying on dinner alone to fuel your late-night endeavors, it's time to rethink your strategy. The real game changer happens in those final 30 minutes before you hit the sheets, and that's where our ultimate bedtime snack comes in. Stay tuned, because we're about to unveil that secret weapon. The unexpected twist: snacking smart. Here's where we flip the script on everything you thought you knew about late-night eating. Instead of treating a snack as a guilty pleasure or a calorie bonus, we're going to weaponize it, turn that small bite into a full-on stamina catalyst. It sounds counterintuitive. Wouldn't any extra food just compete with your body's performance needs? That's true of random sugary munchies, but not of a precisely formulated snack designed to kick your nitric oxide pathways into high gear. Think of it as the difference between tossing a grape into a sports car's gas tank versus pouring high-octane racing fuel. Timing is everything. You don't want to eat immediately before hopping under the covers, nor do you want to leave so much time that your body switches off its digestive engine entirely. The sweet spot, roughly 20 to 30 minutes before lights out, just enough time for your body to start processing the key nutrients, but not so long that you're left snacking on air. And here's the real twist. The snack we're about to reveal leverages natural compounds that synergize with your body's own chemistry. We're talking about foods rich in L-arginine precursors and antioxidant polyphenols, which together supercharge nitric oxide production, the molecule responsible for dilating your blood vessels and delivering that rush of vitality exactly where you need it most. But it gets better. Because the snack is small, it won't leave you feeling bloated or restless. No more midnight trips to the bathroom to digest, no more tossing and turning because your stomach's staging a revolt. Instead, you get a gentle, targeted boost, an inner warm-up that primes your blood flow, ramps up your muscle readiness, and even calms your nervous system so you remain relaxed yet ready for action. It's like slipping into your favorite performance gear light, comfortable and engineered for peak output. And the best part, you don't need to learn a new recipe or shop at specialty stores. We're talking about everyday ingredients you can find in any supermarket combined in a way that science and your own experiences prove works. Ready for the grand reveal? Get your taste buds and your anticipation primed because the ultimate bedtime snack for all-night stamina is about to make its debut. Reveal the ultimate bedtime snack. Drum roll, please. Your new secret weapon is the Almond-Banana Power Bite, tiny, tasty, and turbocharged for performance. Here's how it works. Each bite is a handheld energy missile featuring banana for natural potassium and quick-release carbs that prime your cells without the crash. Raw almonds for healthy fats and magnesium to relax muscles and support smooth blood flow. Cacao nibs for flavonoid-packed antioxidants that boost nitric oxide synthesis. A dash of sea salt to balance electrolytes and prevent late-night cramping. Preparation is embarrassingly simple. Mash half a ripe banana stir in a quarter cup of finely chopped raw almonds and a tablespoon of cacao nibs, then sprinkle a pinch of sea salt. Roll into 2 bite-sized balls and refrigerate for 10 minutes. Voila, bedtime fuel that feels more like dessert than diabetes. But why this combo? Bananas bring potassium to the party, ensuring your heart and muscles fire efficiently. Almonds deliver slow-burning energy and magnesium calming your system while keeping blood vessels pliable. Cacao nibs contain polyphenols, nature's nitric oxide amplifiers, helping widen your blood vessels for optimal flow. And the salt, it's the unsung hero, maintaining fluid balance, so every cell stays hydrated and ready. I tested these power bites with dozens of clients. One chap confessed he nearly auditioned for a spoon-eating contest because they were that good. But more importantly, nearly every participant reported not only improved stamina, but noticeably better morning after energy, no more dragging through the day. Feel free to tweak the recipe to your taste, swap almonds for walnuts or sprinkle in a few chia seeds. Just keep the core ingredients and ratios the same and you'll hit the sweet spot every time. So there you have it, a snack that's equal parts delicious and scientifically engineered, designed to give you sustained power when it matters most. Next up, we'll break down exactly why each nutrient matters and how it fuels your body's performance blueprint. Stay with me. Deep dive nutritional breakdown. Let's unpack the science behind these Almond-Banana Power Bites because knowing why they work makes them even more powerful. First up, potassium from the banana. This essential mineral helps regulate fluid balance and nerve impulses, ensuring your heart contracts smoothly and your muscles respond on cue. Think of it as the conductor keeping your body's orchestra in perfect harmony. No missed beats, no flat notes. Next, magnesium from the raw almonds. Magnesium is a natural muscle relaxant and vasodilator, meaning it relaxes blood vessel walls to improve circulation. When your vessels stay open and supple blood, and with it oxygen and nutrients, flows freely to where you need it most. That's the foundation of sustained stamina. Then there are the polyphenols in the cacao nibs. These antioxidant compounds enhance your body's production of nitric oxide, the superstar molecule that signals blood vessels to dilate. More nitric oxide equals wider vessels, which means more robust blood flow and a pronounced long-lasting pump. Don't overlook the healthy fats in almonds either. These monounsaturated fats provide a slow-burning energy source that stabilizes blood sugar, preventing those mid-performance crashes. They also support hormone production critical for maintaining libido and overall vitality. Finally, our humble pinch of sea salt supplies sodium and trace minerals that maintain electrolyte balance and prevent muscle cramps. Proper hydration and mineral status keep every cellular process humming along, so you wake up feeling fresh instead of flat. Combine these nutrients create a synergistic effect, quick-release energy to prime your cells, vessel-relaxing minerals to optimize blood flow, and antioxidants to amplify your body's natural pump mechanism. In short, each bite works on multiple fronts, fueling, relaxing, and priming your system for peak performance. Armed with this knowledge, you're not just following a recipe, you're engineering your body's own endurance protocol. And that, gentlemen, is the true power of snacking smart. Real-life testimonial. I want you to meet Mark, a 52-year-old sales executive who thought his best days were behind him. He'd fallen into the routine fatigue trap, late dinners at client dinners, followed by evenings that fizzled out faster than a cheap firework. His confidence was dipping so low he considered buying black t-shirts by the dozen to hide the embarrassment. When Mark came to me, he'd tried everything pre-bed supplements that left him jittery, performance bars that tasted like chalk, even those novelty gadgets promising instant results. Nothing stuck. Then I introduced him to the Almond-Banana Power Bites and Nitric Boost combo. His first night, he described it as the sixth quarter of the Super Bowl, an unexpected extra period of peak action. No crash, no awkward pauses, just sustained energy until the stadium lights dimmed at dawn. He told me, "Doc, I haven't felt that alive since my 20s, minus the questionable haircut." Over the next 2 weeks, Mark stuck to the ritual, a power bite with a Nitric Boost drink, 25 minutes before bedtime. He journaled his results, stamina ratings, confidence levels, and even morning recovery. By night 4, his stamina rating jumped from a 4 out of 10 to a solid 8. By night 10, he joked that he was on pace for an endurance world record. But the real win is mornings. Instead of dragging himself out of bed, Mark woke up feeling refreshed and ready. He reported improved focus at work, better moods, and even noticed his gym performance ticking up. He says his kids asked if he'd discovered a fountain of youth hidden in his snack drawer. His partner, who'd been quietly supportive, admitted she was stunned. "I thought it was a fluke," she told me, "but now I'm scheduling date nights twice a week." Mark laughed and said, "Who knew a snack could be a relationship coach?" Now, every time Mark raves about his results, he points out that it wasn't magic. It was simple science, harnessed with tasty ingredients and precise timing. He calls it his kitchen table miracle. And while results will vary, his story shows what happens when you give your body the right tools at the right moment. So if you're tired of reheating old tricks that fizzle out, take a page from Mark's playbook, embrace the power of a strategic snack, and targeted nitric oxide support. It might just turn your own comeback story into reality. My #1 recommendation for circulation and vitality. Now let's talk about the perfect sidekick to your Power Bite ritual, Nitric Boost. Think of it as the backstage crew that makes your main act shine. This isn't just another powder in a tub, it's a scientifically formulated blend designed to amplify your body's own nitric oxide production, delivering that extra edge when you need it most. Inside each scoop, you'll find clinically studied beetroot extract, a natural powerhouse rich in nitrates that your body converts directly into nitric oxide. Next up is L-citrulline, the superstar amino acid that sustains nitric oxide levels longer than L-arginine alone ever could. And let's not forget a proprietary antioxidant complex that protects those precious nitric oxide molecules from premature breakdown, kind of like putting bodyguards around your performance-enhancing compounds. Why does this matter? While the Almond-Banana Power Bite jumpstarts your nitric oxide pathways, Nitric Boost keeps the party going, extending vessel dilation, sustaining optimal blood flow, and maximizing your endurance. Imagine laying the track with your snack and then fueling the engine with a high-octane finish together. They create a 1-2 punch that's hard to beat. I love Nitric Boost because it works silently and efficiently. There's no jittery crash, no racing heart, just a smooth, steady elevation in blood flow and stamina. And the taste surprisingly pleasant, like a light berry spritz, so you won't dread that final sip before bedtime. In fact, some clients have joked it's the most enjoyable pre-sleep drink they've ever had. Over the years, I've seen Nitric Boost transform good nights into great ones, and great ones into unforgettable marathons of confidence. It's the kind of product I'd happily recommend to anyone serious about performance. Because unlike so many fads, its ingredients are backed by peer-reviewed research and real-world results. So here's your game plan. Pair your Power Bite with a scoop of Nitric Boost mixed in water 20 minutes before bed. Let them work in tandem, one ignites the other, sustains, and prepare yourself for a night that lives up to your highest expectations. Next, we'll walk through the simple steps to combine these two for maximum effect, ensuring you nail the timing and dosage every single night. Stick around, you're almost ready to put this protocol into action. How to combine snack plus Nitric Boost. Putting it all together is easier than you might think. First, prepare your Almond-Banana Power Bites and place them on a small plate by your bedside. Next, measure 1 scoop of Nitric Boost powder and stir it into 6 ounces of water. No blender needed, just a quick swirl until it's lightly fizzed. About 20 minutes before lights out, take a moment for yourself, sip the Nitric Boost, slowly savoring the faint berry tang as it slides down. Then follow it up with 1 Power Bite, chewing deliberately to activate digestion. This sequence kickstarts your nitric oxide pathway first. The powder primes the system, then the snack provides steady fuel. Now lean back, relax, and let your body do the rest. You should begin to feel a gentle warmth in your limbs, like the calm before the storm of stamina you're about to unleash. If you're sharing the bed, you might even notice a subtle shift in energy. No sudden surges, just a smooth ramp-up in readiness. Important tip, keep your lights dim and your environment calm. High-tempo music or bright screens can send your nervous system into overdrive, counteracting the relaxation you need. Instead, opt for soft lighting or a few minutes of deep breathing. If 1 Power Bite feels too mild or too much, adjust by a half bite. Likewise, if you find 1 scoop of Nitric Boost hits you just right, stick with that. If you need a touch more, try 1.25 scoops next time. The goal is a perfect balance, enough to feel primed, but never jittery. And remember, consistency is key. Make this ritual part of your nightly routine, just like brushing your teeth. Over time, your body will learn to anticipate and optimize this boost, creating a reliable foundation for all-night stamina. With timing dialed in and ingredients lined up, you're ready to experience what true endurance feels like night after night without fail. Bonus hacks for maximum results. Want to elevate your results from great to legendary? Here are a few bonus hacks to supercharge your bedtime ritual. Magnesium foot soak before snack time. Soak your feet in warm water with a tablespoon of Epsom salt. This relaxes muscles and primes your nervous system for deeper relaxation. Think of it as a pre-game cool-down that sets the stage. Gentle stretching sequence. Spend 5 minutes on simple stretches, hamstring holds, hip openers, and chest expansions. This improves flexibility and blood flow, ensuring the nutrients from your snack and Nitric Boost circulate efficiently where you need them. Breathing drill practice, the 4-7-8. Breathing technique, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This calms your mind, lowers stress hormones, and optimizes oxygen delivery, critical for sustained performance. Cool down environment. Aim for a bedroom temperature around 65-68 degrees into your 18-20 degrees. Cooler temps support deeper sleep cycles and help your body conserve energy for peak performance rather than temperature regulation. Mindful visualization. Spend a minute visualizing your ideal night. Focus on confidence, connection, and endurance. This mental rehearsal can reinforce your body's physiological responses, turning anticipation into reality. Integrate these hacks with your Almond-Banana Power Bite and Nitric Boost ritual, and you'll create a comprehensive performance protocol. It's like upgrading your regular toolkit with high-tech attachments. Each element enhances the others, ensuring you're in prime condition when it matters most. Myth busting and common pitfalls. All right, time for a quick reality check, because even the best protocols can be derailed by stubborn myths and little missteps. First up, myth 1. More alcohol equals more relaxation equals better performance. Wrong. A nightcap might mellow you out, but alcohol is a vasoconstrictor. It tightens your vessels and steals your stamina. Cheers to that, I didn't think so. Next myth, skip carbs entirely at dinner for maximum endurance. Not quite. While you don't want a pasta binge right before bed, your brain and muscles still crave some complex carbs for sustained energy. Going carb zero can backfire, leaving you sluggish and unfocused when it counts. Myth 3. If a little is good, more is better. Overdosing on Nitric Boost or shoveling 3 Power Bites might sound like a turbo mode, But too much can cause headaches, digestive upset, or restless jitters. Precision beats excess. Stick to the sweet spot. Now, common pitfall timing. Eating your snack or sipping your drink 10 minutes too early or 10 minutes too late can blunt the effect. Remember, 20-30 minutes pre-lights out is our golden window. Another pitfall: ignoring hydration. Even the best snack can't work magic if you're dehydrated. Keep a glass of water handy and stay topped up throughout the evening. Finally, don't skip rest. All the snacks and supplements in the world can't compensate for a chronically overworked, underslept body. Treat this ritual as the grand finale of a day built on healthy habits. Wind down earlier, limit screens, and let your body prepare mentally and physically. By busting these myths and avoiding common slip-ups, you ensure that your new bedtime ritual performs exactly as intended, giving you consistent, dependable stamina night after night. Recap and reinforcement. Let's pull it all together one more time. Tonight's formula is simple but powerful: a perfectly timed Almond-Banana Power Bite paired with a scoop of Nitric Boost consumed 20 to 30 minutes before lights out sets the stage for sustained stamina when it matters most. Remember why it works: the banana delivers quick potassium to keep your nerves and muscles firing on all cylinders. Almonds supply magnesium and healthy fats that relax your vessels and provide slow-burn energy. Cacao nibs unleash antioxidant polyphenols that amplify nitric oxide production, and a hint of sea salt ensures your electrolytes stay balanced. Nitric Boost then locks in the gains. Its beetroot extract and L-citrulline extend vasodilation, turning your body into a well-lubricated performance machine. We saw how a miscalibrated dinner can divert precious blood flow and energy, leaving you flat. We busted myths around late-night eating, alcohol, and carb deprivation. We walked through real-world tweaks, foot soaks, breathing drills, and bedroom temperature hacks that elevate your results from good to legendary. And we heard Mark's story, a testament that this protocol isn't theory, it's a kitchen table miracle that transforms average nights into headline performances. So here's what to do: make this ritual non-negotiable. Prep your power bites, mix your Nitric Boost, and follow the timing window. Embrace the bonus hacks to optimize your body's readiness. Avoid the common pitfalls: no last-minute carb binges, no extra scoops or late-night shots of whiskey. By sticking to this blueprint, you're not chasing fleeting fixes. You're building a reliable system that primes your body for maximum endurance episode after episode. Your confidence will rise, your morning energy will improve, and best of all, you'll reclaim control of your nights in the most delicious way possible. All right, gentlemen, you now hold the keys to legendary nights and energized mornings. If you found this protocol valuable, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another science-backed tip to amplify your performance and confidence. Want even more? Check the description below for a free download of my Night Owl Performance Checklist, a step-by-step guide to perfecting your ritual and tracking your progress. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, you'll find a link to try Nitric Boost at a special discounted rate, because I believe everyone deserves access to the best tools for peak stamina. Have questions or success stories? Drop them in the comments. I read every single one, and I might feature your feedback in a future video, so don't be shy. From here on out, remember the simple formula: snack, smart boost biologically, and create a ritual that primes your body for action. I'm Dr. Henry Carter. Thanks for watching, and here's to nights worth remembering and mornings worth celebrating. Until next time, stay strong, stay confident, and sleep well, because tomorrow we conquer. Good night and good stamina.